What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shame on News. Welcome back to Shame on News. I wanted to react to this because it's been a crazy day for me. Bees and all kinds of crazy things happening today. But I sort of saw this on my phone earlier, and I just started watching it, and I was like, what the hell am I watching? And then I was like, I have to react to this. It just became so hilarious a quarter of the way through that we have to watch this and react to this video of this lady. I don't know where this is from yet. I don't remember exactly, but I think she says it a bunch. So we're gonna take a look at it. And she's nuts. She's maybe I don't know what this lady is. You know, she's really worried about. And listen, let me first set the record straight. I am no SJW, right? Like I love freedom of speech. I love saying anything we can say. And I like that this lady says whatever she thinks. At least we know who she is and what she's like. You know what I mean? You don't want to silence people like this because then you don't know what they're thinking. At least we know what this lady's thinking. And I honestly think this lady's whacked out. I think this lady's crazy. But she has her beliefs, I guess. I don't agree with any of them. But it's fucking hilarious. Let's take a listen to this.
Well, tell us exactly what you said yesterday. You talked about you didn't believe in, you wanted to, what did you want to happen with Marysville? You wanted it to stay a certain way. Tell us about that.
Well, we like Marysville the way it is, but as far as having a black couple moving in, we have no problem with that. But where it's wrong...
See, she doesn't mind a black couple moving in, so, like, that's not bad, you know what I mean? Why not a black couple moving? Now, they're being asked that because, you know, she was basically saying they wanted to keep it... They'd like to keep it white just because, you know, that's the way... They're used to it being white. They don't want to change anything. But then she had to clarify, well, no, I mean, if a black family moved in, that's okay. But here's the rest of what she says. Now, you could probably go ask some crazy people in black communities about white people moving in. They'd probably say, there's probably some people that would say the same thing, like, oh, no, or yeah, or cool, but as long as, you know, there's a lot of people like this everywhere. There's a small amount of people that are crazy like this, you know, but...
is when you have a white woman and a black husband, a white wife and a black husband together. That's wrong, and vice versa.
Well, and why is that?
It's simply against the Bible. Like I was telling her, God created Adam and Eve, same kind, same race all around, and that's how He wants that. He's our example right there.
Talk about...
God created Adam and Eve. See, like, I could see her argument maybe if there was, like, she was talking about, like, gay sex or something. She'd be like, oh, that's just not wrong as Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve or whatever. Okay, I kind of get that. But it is nice to see finally a Christian actually following the Bible, you know what I mean? Instead of just ignoring all the rules, laws, and weird stuff in a book. It's nice to see that someone lives their life as a human based on a incompetent book that's been changed several times throughout the years by humans themselves, that was clearly ripped off from tons of things that were written before it. But hey, you know, it is what it is.
What you want? What is it you want Marysville to stay? You said something in particular.
Marysville, is that like Indiana or something like that?
That you wanted it to stay white. Tell us about that.
Well, just that. It's a nice city the way it is. We have
Meaning white?
If black people, if a black couple wants to move in, fine. But to have the mixed marriage, no.
Talk about though, but why then?
She would hate my neighbors.
She
She would hate my neighbors.
Talk about and that's okay if you feel like that. I mean, as far as a journalist, you know, why do you think? I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Why do you think Marysville should stay white?
We like it the way it is. When we moved here, we didn't know anything about it initially, and we have just been comfortable with the way it is.
Is there anything anyone could say?
I mean, I'm down with that. I like when things stay the way they are. Like, I don't like change that much. It doesn't matter what the change is. I get freaked out over change. See, like this lady is she seems nice. Like she's just a completely closed-minded, Bible-thumping weirdo. You almost feel bad for her. She's so insane. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, we are built tribal to be tribal, to want to all tribe up together and not be, you know, whatever the hell. But it's just so bizarre. But I get it. But it's almost like, hey, I wanted to see what people were like back in 1960, 1930. You know, hey, oh, here's one of the people that would have been one of the nicer ones in the 1900s.
To change your mind?
Well,
I think a lot of these reporters are black too.
Say if
Hey, maybe she'll change her mind. The reporter just asked her, would she ever change her mind? Would she ever change her giant glasses? How about that?
if a black wife and a black husband move in, no problem. It's just the intermarriage.
And the foreign-borns.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you like foreigners? Why? I mean, like
Well-
a lot of people would say all of us are foreigners, unless we're Native American. So, what's your issue with people who were not born in America?
The question would be, why did they come here in the first place? What is wrong with their own country? That's my question. What is wrong with their own country? All of a sudden they're coming here for safety or whatever.
Why do you think immigrants first came to America
For
a
safety
better
or
life,
whatever.
Right? It's the
Well,
same
they were-
reason everyone came.
Well, isn't it because we're like aren't we the greatest country? Isn't that why they want to come here? I mean, isn't this woman? This woman has to be someone who's like one of those people that says we're the greatest country, right? She must have be a person that says, "Oh, America was like the best place ever." Why would anyone want to come here? I wonder, like, why did we come here? Why did we come here? Because it looked like a good place. Oh my God! And we even took it from people. Like I mean, we didn't. I didn't. But I mean, like, you know, our ancestors here did. Although my ancestors weren't even here when they did that. You know what I mean? I wasn't even here when probably when that happened. You know what I mean? My ancestors probably all come from Europe and Ireland in like the 1900s or the late 1800s. So people had already come here, conquered, and then settled, and then my family probably decided to come here. You know what I mean? So it's like we don't even have anything to do with this, probably. But still, of course they want to come here. Why was it okay for her to come here? Go on.
to America. Well, not blacks, but
And that's another problem. What our students are learning today, it has nothing to do with how this country came about. Years ago with the English coming here, they don't know anything about that. All those U.S. history books were changed, and that's wrong.
where did your family come
No, I do agree that the U.S. history books are a mess and all controlling crap. So,
from?
Oh, goodness me, way back, I'm not even sure how far back my ancestors go.
Italy, Germany?
Germany.
So I'm an immigrant. Would I not be welcome in Marysville?
Marysville.
Is your husband an immigrant?
I'm actually single.
Oh, goodness me. I see no problem.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Back that up. Because she's single, it's okay as long as she's not intermixing.
Oh, I'm an immigrant. Would I not be welcome in Marysville?
Is your husband an immigrant?
I'm actually single.
Oh, goodness me. I see no problem.
Wait a minute. So she sees no problem with the girl who just said she's an immigrant because she's single? What happens if she hooks up with a white person? Or is she white? I don't even know. Like, what are these fucking rules? What the fuck is this?
What about my brother? He's
Listen to the response. She goes, ah.
Would I not be welcome in Marysville?
She goes, oh, I don't see no problem. And then then the lady goes, ah.
Is your husband an immigrant?
I'm actually single.
Oh, goodness me. I see no problem.
What about my brother? He's black and his wife is white and Asian.
I have to think about that one. I would say,
Dude, she just gave this bitch a math equation. Dude, she just gave her a math equation.
What about my brother? He's black and his wife is white and Asian.
I have to think about that one. I would say
His wife is white and Asian. Black guy, wife is white and Asian and black guy. This this lady was unhappy with a white guy and a black guy a minute ago. Now this person just threw out black guy, Asian and white woman. That's got to be way worse, right? That's got to be even way worse to this lady. That has to be fucking her mind right now.
right now, that's a mixed marriage. No.
She like goes back to her rules, like, oh, that's a mixed marriage. No, okay, no, that's a mixed marriage. No.
Hey, I'm English and my wife's Canadian.
Here's my question: what about the people who look like they're white, but 8% of them is Asian, and then they're with a woman, and like 15% of her is like Indian? That technically is interracial, but you just don't know that really. So is it okay if you can't really tell? Because technically it's against your rules, but you wouldn't know that. What happens then? These are the questions I have. Like, do animals go to heaven? Like, this is when you start realizing there's a flaw in thinking, right?
So she's foreign.
My question would be, isn't that how Canada got started?
Well, no, the question is, can we live in Marysville?
Let's get it back it up. What the fuck?
What about me? I'm English and my wife's Canadian.
What about me? I'm English and my wife's Canadian. Well, that means you're a gay couple. No, I'm just kidding. I wish he'd said that. I wish he was like, well, I'm English and I'm gay and my boyfriend's a man from Canada. That would really mess this girl up. How about a black dude and how about a black guy and a white guy in a gay marriage? Oh my God. This lady's head would fucking explode.
So she's
Her fucking giant bug eye fucking glasses.
My question would be, isn't that how Canada got started?
He goes, I'm British and my wife's Canadian. And then she goes, well, my question is, isn't that how Canada got started? I mean, I get what she's saying, but that's fucking hilarious. What does that mean?
Can we live in Marysville?
Can we live in Marysville? Yeah, back to the real question. Can we live in Marysville?
I don't know why not.
Wait a minute. I don't know why not. Wait a minute. One of them's French Canadian, and the other one is British.
I'm Canadian. What do you mean by that?
Well, I cannot give out any names right now, but we do have a
Or ever.
neighbor that
Please don't give. The neighbor's like, oh my God, no, don't give out our names. Please. Her neighbor has to be like, don't give out our names. Do not give out our names. Please. For the love of God, don't give out our names. Antifa's going to be at this lady's house tomorrow, which is horrible, by the way. I mean, come on, man. Don't attack this poor, stupid, ignorant lady. Just leave her alone. She's a psycho already.
I found out in March that he is Canadian and she's American.
Oh no! I found out in March. What the fuck? How did she find out? Oh, imagine this lady is your neighbor. I just fuck with her all the time. You know what I would do if this lady was my neighbor? I know that I'm married and my wife is white. But I'd be like, listen, honey, can we do some fucking weird shit with the neighbor? Can we say that we're like swingers and I'd like invite a black girl over and like we'd all be hugging in the front lawn and we go over and talk to her and be like, oh, this is Jasmine from or whatever the fuck from or maybe, you know what, we'll come up with a name that's like really African and we'll be like, oh yeah, she's from Nigeria. Yeah, she's here. She's gonna live with us in our basement. Yeah, we all met online, and we think it'd be great to hook up with each other. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of all be hanging out. You ever want to? You want to hang out? You know, and she'd be like, like it's just.
And they're both white.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
But she's foreign.
Right.
I don't know if Canadian would be foreign, but it's like we're sister countries.
So your family is from
We're
Germany.
sister country. So Mexicans are okay. So Mexicans can come in. I have a feeling she doesn't really like Mexicans. So, but we're sister countries to Canada, so let the Mexicans in. And how about all the Somalians in Canada? Can they come in? Because they're in Canada, and we're like sister and brother. Can the Somalians come in from Canada?
Right?
Way back.
If a German white person
She's German, by the way.
wanted to come to America now and move to Marysville, what would you say?
I wouldn't see anything wrong with that.
So your issue is not so much with foreign people, but foreign people who are not white. If someone
This is like me back in CCD class when I asked about religion in church, and I was like, so, but then this happens, and then that, and they're just like, and like the whole thing just kind of unravels. Like you can't even find logic in your own like made up shit.
wanted to come here,
I do things because this book told me to.
let's say a foreigner wanted to come here to America and immigrate to America, and they were from Germany versus a black person from Nigeria, who would be okay to come to Marysville?
Like I say, as long as it's for foreign born,
But German and Nigerian.
right now I'm going to say no to that.
No to a white German person?
I would need to give it some thought, but right now, at this very moment, I would say no.
No, to someone like yourself who came here, your family immigrated here from Germany years ago. You would say no? They came here for a better life?
I'm not sure what their situation was at the time. It could have been way before, even before Adolf Hitler. It could have been before him. I don't know.
Oh my God, man, that is some crazy shit from her. She means what she's saying, kind of, like, but she's just all over the place insane. Oh, like I said, I think that lady's a fucking idiot, and a moron, but at the same time, again, I hope she's not attacked by people, even though she's a moron. A lot of people are going to say she's a racist bigot. I mean, she actually seems terrified of other, like, of racial stuff, because she said a black family could move in, and that's not a problem. But then a black and a white woman would be a problem, and like, I don't know, man. She's all over the place, whacked out. I would love to just fuck around with her, like, you know what I mean, and say that I was a gay white guy with a black boyfriend. Oh God, that'd be so fun. And like just make out with him in front of her. I mean, I don't really want to do that, but because I'm straight. But I almost want to do it just to mess with her and like zoom in on her face when it's happening and everything. Like, oh my God, that's hilarious. So that lady's insane. You know, it is what it is. But she's scared. You know, she's somebody who doesn't understand change. Is scared of people's colors and races and shit like that. You know. I don't think that she should be, I think people should be very aware that this lady's crazy, you know, but I don't think anybody should be attacking her or anything like that. You know, she's just a fucking weird, miserable person. I think she's miserable. I don't know. I don't know how you couldn't be miserable thinking of all these equations in your head of, like, who can be together, who can be coming to your town, and, like, just so bizarre. Oh, man, but that was fun. What did you guys think of that video? Do you think that this lady I mean, first of all, I want to say also, this lady, while her thoughts and what she believes in, I definitely don't agree with whatsoever. There's actually way worse people than this person out there. Like, way worse people. So, like, you know, to anybody to spend energy on this lady is ridiculous. You know, she's clearly got mental issues, or she's racist, yeah, a little bit, but she's she's not right in the head, man. Someone like this just is not right in the head. You can't be right in the head. She grew up under probably crazy, like, traditions and racism. She's maybe paranoid herself. about who knows what. Just very bizarre. She doesn't seem like she's a hateful person, though. That's the weird thing. She seems so happy and nice. Not happy, but like nice. Like, I don't know, but then the things she says are just horrific. Like, it's like, what is this lady? What is this? Oh, yeah, I guess, well, they could be together, but then, no, we'd have to say no if they were in it. This is the nicest racist ever. What the fuck is this lady? Anyway, what do you guys think about this lady? Do you just hate this lady? Do you feel bad for her? Do you think she's disgusting? Obviously, I disagree with pretty much everything she said, but I don't disagree with her right to say it, and obviously her ability to believe whatever she wants to believe, of course, as long as she's not hurting other people. But she is a psycho bitch. Leave it in the comments down below and let me know what you guys think. And more videos coming. This is Shame on News, and you can't handle the news.